Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I'm going to be sharing with you the first collection from my huge haul yesterday, and it was an Obsession haul because Obsession, which is a sister brand to Revolution, and also it is all under that Revolution umbrella, they launched a huge collection this week and I purchased quite a number of items which I shared with you yesterday in my Obsession haul. So I thought that I would share with you today the first collection from that haul. Now of course I had already shared with you Belle Jordan's Obsession collaboration featuring an eyeshadow palette and a lip trio, so I will link that video and the haul video, both of those, down below so you can catch up on those if you haven't already seen them. Today I asked you on my Instagram story which collection out of two, so it was Be In Love With and Be Obsessed With, which one that you would like to see. Be In Love With one, so that's going to be what I'm sharing with you today. So I've got an eyeshadow palette, which of course I'm going to be showing you this eye look. I'm also going to be showing you and swatching the lip products as well, and of course trying some of those on, and an extra bonus product because there's so much from that collection that I want to share with you that I thought I would put an extra product in here. But of course I didn't want to well, I wanted Belle Jorden to have her moment yesterday, and of course I want you to have your separate moment, so I thought that I would do Thank You Thursday today, Friday, so it's going to be Thank You Friday today, and yeah, I wanted you to have your special moment. So if you have just stumbled across my channel and you would perhaps like to be in with a chance of a mention next week, which will be back hopefully to Thursday, then all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, and just keep those lovely comments coming through to me. I absolutely love it, hearing all of your comments, hearing all of your thoughts about the products that I'm sharing that particular day. So do keep those coming in. I absolutely love it. It makes my day to hear all of those. Now, of course, I will be mentioning one person today, and that one person has been following me for quite some time now, and I want to send you a big virtual hug, send you all the love, and I want to send that to Bianca Vascan and Vascan. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I think it's Vascan. So yeah, Bianca, a virtual hug coming your way with all my love, and big thank you for your support, your comments, and for following me for so long. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much, Bianca, and that is of course Bianca Vascan. So I would love it if you congratulated Bianca, and of course sent all the love and virtual hugs their way today. So now on to the products. Now I'm going to be sharing with you first of all the palette. Now within this collection it's very much, well, it is exactly the same as the Belle Jorden collection. You get an eyeshadow palette and you get a trio of lip products. So the packaging for this one looks like this. So this is Be In Love With. Now this palette actually retails for £6, and I really love the packaging. You've got this beautiful baby pink packaging there with Be In Love With this very yellow gold, and I think it works absolutely beautifully. You've got the Obsession logo there, and then on the back you've again got the Obsession logo, the name of the palette, and then the shades that really don't do the shades any justice whatsoever, and you will see in a moment. Then you've got the ingredients there, and this one is cruelty free and vegan. You can just about make that out there. So that is really good for any of you that only purchase cruelty free or vegan products. You can indeed purchase this one. So that is the packaging to that one. The palette itself looks like this. So the colorways is now on the inside, so it's followed through onto the inner palette, along with that yellow gold writing there. So Be In Love With. Love that. And then the back is exactly the same, so if you did dispose of that packaging, you've got all of the information there that it is cruelty free, vegan, all of the colorways are there, logo, all of that good stuff. On the inside, now even though this is a £6 palette, which is very, very inexpensive for what you're getting here, you still get a mirror. So you get a mirror there, and then I'm going to turn it upside down. 2, 4, 6, 8. You actually get 10 eyeshadows in this collection, and as with the other palettes within this collection, you can actually remove these. So you've got that little bit there that you can just obviously get that out. I think they're magnetized, I believe. So yeah, you can just remove these. So as I said in yesterday's video, if you're traveling, or you have favourite shades and other shades that you just don't like from a certain palette, you can mix and match, so that if you are going travelling, for example, you've got one cohesive palette that you can just take with you. So that is absolutely well, I just love the idea. So yeah, brilliant idea. But of course I'm going to keep mine all together. I've got quite a few palettes and I must say that I really, really love the shades in here, and I will be swatching all of these shades in a moment. But you've also got some different, it looks like you've got different formulas. So you've got a really intense shimmer there, you've got mattes, and you've got shimmers here that, and they don't look quite as foiled as that gold one there, but they're very shimmery nonetheless. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful colours. So what I'll do is I'll swatch them now, and then we'll move on to the lip products. So I'm just going to pop that down. So this first shade is a shimmer, and it's called Dreamer, and it is a beautiful, let me just pull my sleeve up. So it's called Dreamer, which is a beautiful baby pink shade. So you can see that there. Then we have a matte brown called Beloved. So that is Beloved there. Then we have another shimmer called Romeo. Oh, love that. So that's Romeo. Then we have Treasure, which is a matte peach, and that is gorgeous. So there, and that one is Treasure. Then we have that beautiful starry-eyed gold shade, and it's that one there, so starry-eyed. Then we move on to the second row. So the first shade is a matte cream shade called Adore. Actually, I'll put them all the way up my arm here. So we've got Adore, I hope you can see that, but it is a cream matte shade. We then move on to Rapport. Love it, love it, love it. It is a blush pink matte shade. So that is Rapport. Then I think my favourite shade from the palette is a shimmer, and it's called Bond. And this is just, oh, I'm going to double it up because it is just beautiful. I want you to see this colour. It's called Bond. It did swatch okay first time round, but I just want you to be able to see it, and it is a bit light. So that is Bond, absolutely beautiful. Then we move on to Soulmate, which is a beautiful matte warm brown tone. So that is Soulmate. And then the very, very last one is Beau, which is this gorgeous brown. I can just fit it on my elbow, and it's that one there. A little bit bumpy because of my elbow, but I've managed to put them all on one arm. So there we go. So those are all of your eyeshadows, and I've created this eye look here, and I am just in love with this palette for £6. And also it's quite weighty as well. It doesn't feel cheap in any way. And I think Obsession, Revolution, iHeart, Revolution, and also Revolution Pro, across the board, their products, for the minimal amount that you're paying, they are just such good value and such good quality as well. And these are no exception. They really feel very, very good quality products. Now next we're moving on to the lip products. So you're getting 3 liquid lipsticks. Now they're calling them lip glosses, but you'll see what I mean with the swatches in a moment. They are quite, well, they're very opaque. So we've got the Obsession Be In Love With 3 lip glosses. So this is the packaging. I absolutely love this window here. I just love it. I love the yellow gold again. Just works so beautifully with that baby pink. So as with the first packaging, you've got baby pink there, yellow gold. The Obsession logo is in white, but this time you've got a diamond window with gold edging. And then it says down the bottom that it contains 3 full-size lip glosses. And again, such good value, because this is again £6, but these work out at £2 each. And then on the back, you've got that it is cruelty-free and vegan as well, and of course the ingredients that are there as well. So yeah, that's the lip glosses. So let me just take those out so I can swatch these for you as well. So this is what they look like close up and personal. So you get a light pink, like a peachy pink, and then a deeper peachier pink there. So let's have a look at these formulas. Now this one I swatched yesterday, and again I'm going to have to look at the name and then pop it down below. So the first one is very light pink. We've got these applicators again, not quite a doe foot, but they're quite flat and they bend as well, and then you've got the width there, so quite slim there. And I like it because they apply nicely on the lip when you've got a little bit of give. So this is the first shade, so that real light pink there. This will work perfectly when I've got a lip liner on, just for that little bit of light pink shading in the middle of the lip. The next one is this one, so this is the middle shade. So that's what that one looks like. Now I just want to go back to this one. You can see what I mean. Now they're saying that they're lip glosses, but you can see how opaque that is. So let's see if this one is as opaque. Ooh, love that. Now remember, with the Belle Jorden lip gloss collection, there was 2 liquid lipsticks and 1 gloss, and it looks like so far these are all like glossy liquid lips, because that is definitely opaque, both of those so far. So let's have a look at the third one. And then we've got the third and last one, which looks like that. And this looks like it's the same. So it's got that opacity to it. And there is the last one. So you can see that they are definitely different. So you've got very much a pink tone there. You've got a pinky peach there. And then you've got more of a peach shade there. Stunning colourways, absolutely gorgeous. And the last product that I want to share with you, which is a little bit of a surprise, because I've got so many, and I have got another highlight palette that I want to share with you as well in another video, so I can't do 2 highlights in one, so I thought I would share this one with you today. And it is the Obsession Mega Destiny highlighter, and I believe there's 5 shades within the collection, and these are just £3 each. And this one looks like this. So I really love the writing on here. You can see it changes to all different colours. Love that. The Obsession logo is there at the top in silver this time, and then highlighter is in silver. It is like that, so you've got a white base with a clear lid. And that's what it says on the back. So you've got the logo, the name of the product, the ingredients, and this one is cruelty-free and vegan as well. Now the net weight with this is 0.26 ounces or 7.5 grams, which is amazing for £3. So that's all of that information. Now when we open it up, it looks like this. Absolutely stunning. It's like a, I don't know, it is gold, but it's got a little bit of rose gold look to it. Beautiful. And I will swatch this one as well. Feels gorgeous. obviously I will be trying them all on for you soon. Ooh. That is what that one swatches like. Beautifully. It's more bronzy, isn't it? It's like a rose gold. I don't know. Beautiful. I'm not very good with colours, but it looks quite, now I've swatched it, it looks like a rose gold, doesn't it? Rather than a gold. And a little bit bronzy. Gorgeous. Okay, so let me just move the packaging out of the way and we will start off with this eye look. So I'm going back now to the Be In Love With palette, and I'm going to be starting off with the eyeshadow shade called Rapport. So that one there, that beautiful dusky pink. So let me get the right brush. I think this is it. So I'm using the Primark Eye Contour brush. I'm going into that. Now there is a tiny bit of kick up, quite minimal. I'll just share that with you. So there we go. Very, very minimal. Nothing to speak of. Nothing to worry about. I have already primed my eyes and set them. So I'm just going to now apply this. So from the crease up and take that quite high. Now I had someone mention this, I think yesterday or the day before, that I have hooded eyes, but you can't see too much. You know, when I've got my eyeshadow on, you can't see that my eyes are too hooded. They're not obviously, you know, hooded as in that they can write down, you know, a full hooded lid, but there is some hoodedness there. So I always take my eyeshadow up very, very high, and that then tends to, you know, it tends to hide that, which is exactly the term that one of you mentioned. So I'm really, really pleased about that. And I think that you were going to test that out. So if you too have hooded lids, this is the technique that I use. Also, I do go in a number of times, as I've already mentioned this week. I think I've done eyeshadow tutorials for nearly every video apart from my haul yesterday, and I just like to go in and build that colour up. Again, because my eyes are hooded, I tend to find that if that colour, the first base shade, is not you know, pigmented and built up, then I do tend to find that this colour gets lost. So I do build it up a little bit, and also a little eyeshadow at a time, because I always say you can't take it away, but you can always add more. So now I'm going to swap brushes, and I'm just going to now go in with exactly the same brush. So if you wanted to do a one brush tutorial with this brush, you certainly could, but there is another step in a moment with that shadow which you might want to do. In fact, I'll do that first actually, so that if you are following it, then you can follow it, you know, with your one brush tutorial. So with the first brush, again, I'm going straight back into Rapport, which is the same shade that we used here, and I'm just going to run that underneath. And again, just build that up. Beautiful colour. I mean, I suppose you could just wear it on its own and just go all over the lid as well. You could do that. Obviously, I want to test out a few shades for you. So now I'm moving to my second brush, and I'm now going in with the shade Beau, which is, I'm just going to turn it upside down. It's that one, that deeper shade. So I'm going into that. I really like the fact that this is obviously a romantic palette. It's Be In Love With, you know, that's the title of it, and it hasn't got a black in here because I think black would probably be too dramatic for this palette. So yes, it's got a matte cream in here that you can set your base with, but yeah, it's also got a deep dark brown, which like I say, black would be too much, but brown is just perfect. So I'm going to start deepening up the crease, and I always do this. It suits my hooded eyes. Now if I you know, don't do this step, then, you know, it just doesn't suit my eye look. So this is why I generally do this eye look. And also, I think that if you are testing out brand new eyeshadows that no one has seen before, so this is obviously brand new, then it's nice to see me doing a similar look each time with a brand new palette. Because the looks are uniformed, it will then give you much more of an idea of perhaps how these perform and what they look like, you know, on the eye. And you can really gauge these shades from, you know, another tutorial, because they are similar eye looks. And plus also, I think that this kind of eye look is just very easy to follow. I know that a lot of you are beginners. There's a lot of us who get to a certain age after looking after our children, just like I did, and we get back into makeup and we have to really learn makeup all over again. So this is the eye look that I really like to test out new eyeshadow with, because it also gives me an idea of how palettes perform, because, you know, it's a similar eye look to the one that I tested out with Belle Jordens, for example. So yeah, really like, and it works with my eye look, my eye shape, sorry. So I'm going to take that brown now all through the crease, just backwards and forwards motion, just to give me a little bit of depth right in that crease. But I'm not going any higher in the crease there, but I am here. So I'm just going to, just in circular motions, just take that up and blend that out. So you can see now we've got some depth here. Just then blend that along that line again. So that is the depth that I wanted. I also want a little bit of depth here. So I'm just going to run that along there a little bit. In fact, I love this eye look, you know, this eyeshadow look so much that this is what I wear near enough all the time. It just works with my eye shape, and I just love it. Okay, so you can see that we've got some depth there. I'm just going to get my first brush and just blend that out a little bit. Like that, beautiful. And because we haven't gone right up to the top with that deep brown, and we haven't gone right over, you can still see that there is that pink there, but you've also got that depth there, which you know, hides the fact that I've got hooded lids, I suppose. So that is the matte shades laid down. Now we're going into the shimmer, and this is phenomenal, this shade. I was drawn to it straight away. It's on the bottom row, and it's that Bond eyeshadow colour. It's metallic, not quite as intense as Starry Eyed, that gold shade, but it's just beautiful. So first of all, I'm going to start off applying it with my finger. It is stunning. It's like a duochrome. It's like pink and peach all mixed in one shade. It is beautiful. I'm just going to blend it into that deeper shade. Oh, that is just beautiful. It stayed on my lid because I'm going to do this with it. It's a beautiful colour, and I really wanted to, because I find sometimes that, you know, because I've got hooded lids, the shade rubs off. It certainly hasn't with this one. I've had this on now quite a while because I've had to put my makeup on, take photos of these before, you know, before as well. So it's taken me quite a long time, and that has kept on there a long time. So what I'm going to do is get my Wilko flat brush, as always, just go into that shade Bond again. So if you've got hooded eyes like me and you find that your makeup rubs off, you can then use this technique. So I've got the eyeshadow on the brush, and I'm using the Obsession Pigment Boost Fixing Spray. Again, this is the only fixing spray that I use now because I just love it so much. I think this was only £5 or £6. It will last you forever. All you need is one little spritz of this, like that, and then just pop that on the lid, and that will then set it into place. If you haven't got enough, just pop a little bit more on there. What I will say is that if your brush is soaking wet, I probably wouldn't put it into the palette. If it's obviously just slightly damp, then that's fine, but I wouldn't put a soaking wet brush into a pan of eyeshadow. But if it's, you know, just damp, then that's fine. So that is that colour, and I think this palette is just worth £6 on its own for that beautiful colour. I'm really hoping that they're going to start selling these shades separately. They've obviously got the palette designed so that you can remove these pans. So I think that Bond shade is definitely going to be one that I use a lot of. Now I'm just looking for my pencil brush. Where is it? Oh, here we go. I'm not using a pencil brush actually. I'm using one of these angled brushes. And I'm now going into the shade Dreamer, which is that beautiful pink, baby pink shimmer shade. And I'm just going to get some of that and pop that around the inner corner. No, I'm not. I'm putting the wrong shade on the inner corner. Oh my goodness. Where's my colour switcher? Because I used that shade for something else. Let me get my colour switcher. I'm getting carried away as I always do. Let me just clean that off. I know that I use the Dreamer shade, but I don't use it on the inner corner. I'm using Bond again because I'm so obsessed with the colour. So Bond is going on the inner corner because I wanted something different. I've been using a lot of those champagne beautiful shades on the inner corner. So I went in with that beautiful blush. You can tell it's Friday. It's been a long week. What can I say? Then what I did was I got a clean Wilko flat brush. Obviously any flat brush will do. And now I go into that Dreamer shade and get a little bit of that. And I actually do something that I don't very often do on my channel, and that is put a highlight on the brow bone. Like that. I'm just going to get my first brush. Blend that in. And there we've got a beautiful brow highlight there. Okay, so that is the eyeshadows completely applied now. Got some fluff there from somewhere. Okay, now I'm going to get my liner. So as always, I'm using the Revolution HD Smoky Waterproof Liner. I always have to think about it because it's such a long title, and I'm just going to apply that on the waterline like that. Now I'm using something totally different. It's still from Revolution, and I am using one of their, let me just get the name correct, it's one of their pigment pomades in jet black. So it looks like this, and this is the black shade. And I've got another one of those angled brushes, so I'm just going to apply that as liner. If you have problems applying liner like I do, try this. It is a lot easier to apply. Now I'm just brushing it along, but you can stamp it, you can do, you know, whatever is easy, and it just works. I find with a pencil or one of those like the Renaissance, I mean I can do that okay, but I can never get one side to look the same as the other. But this, I don't know why, but you've got a lot more control. It's not a wet product. It's like a gel product, isn't it? Or it's like a pomade. Yeah, it's a pomade. So yeah, it just gives you a lot more control. So you have that liner effect without, you know, the wetness, because I also find with those long tips, because I've got quite thick eyelashes, it sometimes gets caught up and it just ends up looking a mess. Now I'm going to be applying the mascara Revolution from Revolution. Absolutely love this mascara. I think I've said that every single day this week. I just love it. Just make sure that you brush off the product unless you want a very, very fully covered lash. So I'm just going to apply this now. Brush is phenomenal. It is just, wow, amazing. Such a standout product. Okay, so now we're on to the lips. So I'm thinking, what colour shall I apply? I think because it's quite peachy, I'm going to go for this one here. Now all of these are quite light. Now, even though they're light, we're going to make this work. So I have got my Revolution Renaissance lip liner, and I'm just going to line my lips. Now, of course, it's in the shade Chauffeur. This is my third one. I've gone through these like you wouldn't believe because I love this shade so much. It is just perfection. Now what I'm going to do is just contour a little bit and colour the edges a little bit in. Like that. So all you're left with then is the middle part. Then I'm going to get this shade, which I will mention down below, but it is just so too small for me to read. I have to get a magnifying glass. So it's that peachy, more peach shade, and it is this one here. So I'm just going to apply this one. Don't worry about it being too bright at the moment. You don't necessarily have to be too precise either. So I'm now going to just use my finger and tap the product out. Like that. Just going to get with my liner. And I'm just going to get my brush that I used to carve out my brows. I've just tapped a little bit over my lip. Okay. So that is how I make lighter lip products work for me, because obviously even though I've got quite light skin tone, I've got very dark hair, eyebrows, eyes, and I suppose even though my skin tone is light, it's a light medium anyway, so anything that's too light just doesn't, it just washes me out. But with that beautiful lip liner in the shade Chauffeur, I can make any lip colour work for me. So that is the lips done using that beautiful colour. Absolutely love it. I think they are all like liquid lipsticks but with a little bit of a gloss to it, but obviously now I've tapped it out, it just looks like a little bit of a sheen. Now we move on to the highlight, which is the Mega Destiny highlighter. Absolutely, I just love that writing. I could sit here and watch that for a while. Okay, now to apply this one, and I've got, as always, my flex brush. This was in the sale. I don't know if it's still available, but this was only, was it a couple of pounds? Amazing value, because this is a perfect highlight brush. So I'm just going to dip into that. Wow, that is intense. If you don't like an intense highlight, you might not. That is incredibly intense. I love it though. You won't be able to see it this side quite so much. Wow. You can say, look at that. That is £3. That is amazing. Goes on really, really well. Wow, love that. So that is the highlight, that is the eye look, and that is the lip collection. So the eyeshadows and the lips were from the Be In Love With collection from Obsession. The eyeshadow is obviously the Mega Destiny. These are the single highlights that you can pick up for £3. All the details and links will be down below for you. And that is my look for today. I mean, I would love to hear your thoughts about that. Obviously, congratulations to Bianca. You thoroughly deserve the shout out and virtual hugs that are coming your way. So yeah, keep those comments coming. Do obviously subscribe, do follow me on Instagram, and do keep the comments coming from anyone who's new to my channel to be in with a chance of a shout out, perhaps next week. And of course, do please subscribe to watch further videos. But as always, until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.